Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Y'all come spend some time with me today. Andy's at work, and well, that means more than likely y'all just got to put up with me today. I'm taking the pigs their daily dose of milk. Oh, they don't get it every day, but a lot of days. So they always look forward to it. I'll tell you what, you want to grow a pig, feed them some milk. Made a nice mess over there with your water, ain't you? The pigs have a you got it in there. You got it in there. So the pigs, they have a feeder in here that keeps feeding it 24/7 that all of them can get to. The milk is more or less just a treat if nothing else. So you see them fighting over it and all that. It's just because it's a treat and they all want it. And they're spoiled, ain't you? Yeah, spoiled. Y'all be real sad when I quit getting milk, won't you? So they have plenty to eat. They get a little treat every once in a while. Being out here at the pigs is probably one of my most favorite places here. You can see, y'all look at this view across here. I love it. I love it. Cows are resting under the shade tree over there. So today's already been kind of a busy day. I just am getting around to picking up the camera. So of course I got the cow milk this morning and everything. Got all those chores done. And then it was a nice treat. Andy's grandma came up for a while, and me and her picked some strawberries and swapped some stories, and I might have learned a thing or two from her. I always enjoy spending time with her, but me and her, we picked probably 3 or 4 gallons of strawberries this morning. She took some home with her, and well, I'm still just slowly working my way through them. It's been a nice, blessed year so far with strawberries, and the good thing is, if I don't have time to mess with them, I can always freeze them, make jam and stuff later. I do try to do it as it's coming in. But yeah, then I cooked lunch for everybody. And now, I need to go get my buckets. I've got some scraps for Jacob's chickens. I've been kind of letting them have some of the strawberry scraps and stuff that, you know, teaching them what little treats are. So, yep, me and her didn't even make a dent in the Berry Hill strawberries, so I don't know if me and Andy will pick more this evening or if I'll come back out here in the morning. I do want to show y'all this real quick though before I leave from down here. I've got several wild elderberries that grow throughout different places, and these are 2 of the biggest ones. So this here, that's one. And then I have a giant one right here. That's really big. Y'all see how tall that goes up there? I've got several more that grow along the fence line, like going down to the creek. And it's looking like we're gonna have a lot of elderberries this year. Last year I made jam, I made syrup, all kinds of things. But, like I said, these grow wild here, and we just found these when they came up and have left them. And they're thriving right here. Do you want to see the struggles of trying to get camera angles and feed pigs? Look what happened to me a while ago. You see those nice footprints there. I was in fact looking at the camera angle I was trying to get and not where I was stepping. And that's a big pile of you know what that's come out of that pig house. So, such is life. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Grab my jars. My blackberries are full of blooms this year. I'm so excited. Last year we had a terrible blackberry crop, and I think it was the weather, but I also think it's because they were so thick. And y'all know me and Andy cleaned this up here a while back. Look at all those blooms though. All those flowers should be blackberries. I also saw something really cool yesterday. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. At least I thought it was cool. The cactus is blooming. Look at those beautiful yellow flowers on that cactus. Oh, I think they're so cool looking. I love it. It's always forever changing around here, whether it be the flowers, the garden, the animals, the pastures, what's going on in the kitchen. It's always a constant change. It never gets old. Occasionally things get monotonous, but just for a short time. Before I head in though, to get the other scraps, I need to grab something for supper, and so it can be thawing out. I got a hankering for sweet roll, maybe. If I can find some. There we go. 2 sweet rolls. One used to get us by, but with growing kids, now it's 2. Hey, you care if I give some scraps to your chickens? Okay. Here, chickies. So on the menu today, they have some strawberries that got too old in the fridge, some stale popcorn, and a pizza crust. I figured they'd like that popcorn. Hey, Candy Girl. Y'all want to go see the cows? Let's go see the cows. I'll go grab me a handful of treats. Oh, I need to get the horses some hay too. I probably should get that down. Actually, let me get my horses some hay and then we shall go see the cows for a minute. See what they're up to. Hello, my darlings. I see Maggie has been down here. You got your halter on. Here, babies. left my buckets down here. I'm going to take him back. I'll be looking for them in the morning. I'll be looking for them. Yeah, you got to eat your hay, buddy. You got to eat your hay. You ain't getting fed yet. No, you ain't getting fed yet. And if you're wondering, I know somebody's probably going to say, why didn't you give them a treat? Well, especially this horse. I can't give one a treat and not give the other one. But the red horse here, Quasi, he has hardly any teeth left, his back teeth. He has hardly any left. So he can't really chew these hard treats. So either I have to make homemade treats or there are some soft treats that I buy him sometimes too. But he can't eat these hard treats anymore. Yeah. I'll feed you after a while. It ain't time to eat. It ain't time to eat. It ain't time to eat. Eat your hay. So, let's come see the cows real quick. I ain't showed them up close lately anyway. So, if you remember, and you've been around, this right here is the section of pasture we kept the cows in over the winter. Hence, the hay rings that are still sitting in here. There's another one down there. So, we've been holding them off of this spot right here ever since we took them off of it. So this is the first time they've actually got to come on this spot since they were in here in the winter. And you can see the grass has recovered pretty well. It just needed a good long break. Now here's, what is that? What is that, y'all reckon? Squash, pumpkin, I don't know. One of those things. I love to see calves laying in tall grass when all you can see is their ears. I love it. Black dog. Hey, Cookie Coo. Hello, Mr. Bull, and you too. Y'all, I get so tickled. These mama cows, they always put this bull right here to babysitting these babies. The mamas will all be off eating. And there he'll be with the babies. And I'll tell Andy, I'll say, oh, he's babysitting again. It does feel pretty good here. I understand why y'all are laying here now. Hey, buddy. What doing, little buddy? What you doing? Hanging out in the cow pasture, listening to the cows, watching the cows, listening to them pull grass. It's just one of the best places. There really ain't anywhere else in the world that I can think I'd rather be right now. That's a pretty good way to be, ain't it? What's wrong with you? You're trying to get Mama to get up. Is you hungry? Hey, Betty Boo. Y'all watch this, see if he does it. Sometimes he'll go over and drink while she's laying down. I get so tickled. That black and white one, man, that's all he does is eat. He's about tall as his mama. Look, see if I can sneak over there without her getting up. Sorry, guys. Sorry to interrupt. Look at this right here. Can y'all see that? Bill said, I ain't getting up. Didn't you, Bill? Have y'all ever seen such? I just think it's so funny. But yeah, this little black and white fella here, that's all he wants to do is eat. When he's up, he's wanting milk. And I guess Belle just finally said, you know what, I ain't even standing up for you. Is that right, baby? Hey, Cookie. You want a treat, Cookie? Look. Pretty good, ain't it, honey? I ain't gonna bother you, Mr. Bull. Hey, little fella. There you go. You can tell what he been doing. He come got him some lunch too, didn't he? He come over here and got him some lunch too. So, enough fooling around out here. I've got to get the sweet rolls in some water. And I think with the sweet roll tonight, I'll do a jar of canned potatoes. Had several people interested in how I fix those. Super easy. I mean, like, there's nothing special, but I'll be glad to show y'all. I'll wash that milk bucket. Andy's cup. Y'all, stuff piles up pretty quick, and I'll tell you. When you cook 3 meals a day for a family of 4, I think my new occupation, like when I listed on something, should be dishwasher all the time. I think I could spend 24/7 in this kitchen. But what a blessing, right? Like, what a blessing to be able to be here and cook those 3 meals a day and have the fresh stuff or the preserved stuff to fix. I have to remind myself that sometimes. Because I ain't gonna lie. I said a while ago, things keep moving. So it doesn't, you're not just doing the same old thing year in and year out. Everything changes except, well, the dishes. Wonder if them sweet rolls will fit in this. If not, they'll kind of fit. That's a big one. Must have been out of that big pig. So, if you don't know what a sweet roll is, it's, hang on, I gotta think of the right terminology. If not, I know somebody out there gonna tell me what it is. Oh shoot, it's left me. The loin is what I call the tenderloin. That's what people call this. Most people, or like the technical name for sweet roll is the tenderloin. What I call the tenderloin on the pig is the loin, the pork loin. I call it tenderloin. Just to kind of explain to you what that cut of meat is that we're having tonight, just so nobody is confused. Well, I'll just have to switch those around. All right.
So I just got home, and I thought this might be a good time to mention. A lot of people have asked recently in comments, we even had a couple emails about it, wanting to know if I was still doing landscaping. And the quick, simple answer to that is no. However, I've been out mowing all day. I do still keep a couple of family members, long-term customers. I keep their yards mowed. Just to be straight honest with y'all, I got 8 yards that I mow. And somebody asked me, matter of fact, this morning, if I was still in the landscaping business. And I said, no, at this point, I was like, I'm just an old boy that's just trying to make a little extra money. But anyways, I thought it'd be a good time to bring that up. I got home here, Jacob is finishing up mowing down there. You see him down there around the apple orchard. So since he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead, since I've got the mowers and stuff out, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out up and down the sides of the road. He don't mow that. And then we got some garden work to do. just got done mowing. I don't know who taught him that right there, but it wasn't me. I'm gonna guess that blowing off his mower deck was something he learned from his grandpa. I might blow mine off with a leaf blower every once in a while, but I'm impressed. I did not expect to see that when I walked up the hill. Who taught you to blow that off?
Myself.
Yourself?
Yeah, when I first started mowing, a lot of hay and stuff would get clogged up right there.
Yeah.
I was scared that belt rubbing against it would cause a fire.
Well, look at you. I'm impressed, Jacob.
And look, I even put this on myself.
That's a very good habit to be in. I'm impressed. Good job. So what I'm going to do this evening is I'm just going to hoe through the garden. I've got spots out here where some weeds and stuff are coming. Like this area, there's nothing planted in here yet. I don't see no sense in actually disturbing the soil to do away with those weeds. They'll be fine. They're not that bad. Over here where we planted in the last video, or one of the previous videos, oh look, I actually have some peas popping up. That's the first time I've seen of them. So I'm not doing anything to this because this is fine. We may hoe around the tomato plants and pull a little bit of dirt up to them. But this stuff over here has been planted quite a while, so we're gonna pull some dirt to all of it and just clean it all up. And as my mama always liked to say, we're gonna give it a little love. And my corn needs some love. It's plumb pitiful. That's awful. I don't even want y'all to see that. That's about the worst looking sweet corn crop I ever had. But hopefully there'll be more coming on here before too long that'll look a whole lot better than that does. Before I get started, let's see if we see any coming up. Still too soon for the corn. It ain't been planted long enough anyways, but I have been keeping it all watered because if I hadn't, I don't think it would have come up. We hadn't had it. I mean, we've had little rain showers, but we've not had enough to make those seeds germinate. But my main objective anyways is keeping the weeds out from in between the plants. If we get some rain, I guess that's the good thing about not having no rain is there's not been many weeds at all this year because I'm only watering where my plants are. And so that's really the only place I've had weeds come in. That's kind of amazing, honestly. I can't remember a springtime that's been like this one. Been cool, it's turned off hot, started off hot, been dry the whole spring, and now it's cool. But y'all have to say, the weather we've been having lately is just amazing. It's been cool in the mornings to the point you need a coat, but in the afternoon, it warms up and feels pretty good. I think some places, even this morning, even had a frost, which is kind of unheard of this time of year. Right there, I have a squash coming up. I'm leaving that. It come up on its own. He ain't hurting nothing. We'll see what he turns out to be. And I am positive that I showed y'all this corn in a previous video of the wilted corn. The corn that was wilted is now dead and gone. I am positive it got frostbit that morning. So whatever corn's left here must be some tough corn. Why it didn't get frostbit and the other did is beyond me, but that's what happened. I'm gonna tell you what, if I had a mind to, I'm tempted to just do away with this corn. It ain't hardly enough here to even worry about fooling with. But I kind of also want to see if it does do something. Goodness, there's nothing here. I don't know if y'all see that. When you pull a weed out like that right there, throw it out in the middle of the row. That way when you come through with a cultivator or tiller or whatever, you'll finish him off. He can lay out there and cook. Those few stalks right there look good enough. I might get some corn off of them. Golly. Shameful. Healed up my potatoes while I was at it. Now that's one thing that's looking good up here in this garden. Them potatoes is coming on real good. But yeah, throw a little dirt to them. Now we'll go over here, see what the cabbage and all looks like. I think I need to do some work on that. I don't think I'll mess with these tomatoes yet. I'm gonna let them grow a little bit before I pull any dirt to them. Now to the tomatoes, where this is a long-term crop, that right there will be there the rest of the season. We'll mulch around these once they really take off and start growing. We'll mulch around them and then put the trellis system up around them. Corn, I don't mulch around. We may end up mulching around the green beans because that's a crop that might be there all season. Potatoes, I'm not going to mulch around those because they won't be there all season either. But stuff that stays in here majority of the season, I will put a good layer of mulch around here at some point. Those cucumbers along here, I'll mulch around those at some point. The October beans, no, they won't stay here long enough for me to worry about that. I'm not going to mulch those. But I do need to do some work to them. I see weeds coming in everywhere, so we'll move this drip line out of the way and throw some dirt to those. Same thing for the cucumbers. And I may go ahead and move the drip line and do it around my cabbage too. By the way, I did fix my drip line the other day. So I've got it fixed to where it'll work and actually irrigate the garden with it now. And I'm gonna tell you, these cabbage are beautiful. If nothing else, we got some pretty cabbage. We got some pretty green peas. The peppers, they ain't really taken off yet. But the green peas are beautiful. And the cabbage is beautiful. That's two crops we definitely can't complain about this year. I mean, they look great. As long as the bugs stay off of them, we'll be doing good. I'm not going to move that drip line. That stuff is meant to be under the ground anyways when you set it up in a garden. So I ain't gonna move it. If I throw some dirt on it, it shouldn't hurt it. Oh, look at there. We got a broccoli head coming. When I grow cabbage, how y'all like my volunteer tomato? What am I thinking? Potato right there. Ain't it pretty? But I like to pull a bunch of dirt up to the cabbage because it seems to once they start, see these are starting to all head, and it helps hold themselves up because I have seen some you didn't pull dirt up to, and they've got that little bit of stem, and once they start building that head, they fall over and they won't hold themselves up good. So I always do this just like we did tobacco. I'll pull the dirt up to it. Got a volunteer corn plant there that's looking pretty too. I don't know what kind of corn that is. But it's been so dry this spring, I've not had to cultivate this garden not one time. I have pulled the dirt, just like I'm doing right now. I've done that once. But I ain't cultivated between the rows not one time. And it's getting a little weedy, but considering how long this thing's been planted, that's pretty amazing. This right here is the not so fun part. Hoeing around this trellis. I know I said that this drip line's meant to be underground. I guess it's meant to be underground. I know that when the farmers around here use it, they put it underneath that plastic. So if I start noticing some problems, it won't be that hard to pull out from under the dirt. Megan and my grandma picked strawberries all morning this morning, and they missed one. They left it just for me. There's another one. These things don't ever get old. Well, there's that. Both of these gardens here are taken care of. Now there's some weeds coming down the middles of the rows there. That ain't nothing I'm worried about. I can take care of that with the tiller if they get too bad. Or to be honest with you, I can just let them grow as long as they don't seed out on me. If we get us a good chance of rain or something, I may, or if we get a good rain, I may go up and down the middles then. This is the worst part right here though. This is where the onions were. And I have a few that survived and they're growing. Now my onions in the raised beds look really good. But these, I don't know. I just kind of give up on them. They're just out here hanging out, about to get taken over with crabgrass. Well, I had to say, that it went quite a bit easier than I anticipated. So, at least that's taken care of now. I've been thinking about that all day long. As I was mowing, I've been thinking about my garden all day. Could not wait to get home and do this. And now it's done.
All right, y'all. Well, I just got home from taking Maggie to her riding lessons. So, now we'll continue on. So, let's go ahead. We're going to get this pork sweet roll in the oven. Get that going. I got my oven heating up. It's going to get to 425. I like to cook them whole. So, these are whole pork sweet rolls here. Sometimes I'll slice them up and cook them fried, but most of the time, this is the way we like to eat them. But I'm going to dry these off. I mean, just do the best you can. And I'm going to take my Badia Complete Seasoning that I love so good. Season that right on up. We'll have some leftovers usually from two, but Like I said, one is definitely not enough. This is something we all love. And we're going to let this cook in the oven for about 30 minutes. I'll check the internal temperature and we'll see if it's ready at that point. Now, I'm going to run down to the grocery store and grab a couple more things. Well, I'm going to tell you what, grocery store looking a little thin, that's for sure. Let's see. Potatoes. What else do I want? Do we do October beans? Let's do some October beans. Potatoes and October beans, I think, sounds pretty good. I actually grabbed me a little jar of turnip greens too. So I've had lots of interest in my canned potatoes. I have a video from when I canned these potatoes. If I remember, if I remember, I will link it in this video. But of how I did these. We love canned potatoes. It's one of everybody in this house, one of their most favorite ways to eat potatoes. But I've had a lot of questions of how I prepare these. So I'm going to show you, man, quick, easy, and absolutely delicious. I'm talking about, you could about have them done in 5 minutes or less, okay? And then I'm going to throw some October beans in a pot. And I need a little green in my life, so turnip greens for me. With your canned potatoes, we're going to start with those. Of course, we listen for that seal to break. See this starchy, cloudy water in your potatoes? We don't want that. We don't want to pour that in there. We're going to pour that out. Down the sink it goes. Alright. And I'm going to pour these clean potatoes into my pot. I'm going to cover the bottom of my pot with just a little bit of water. Not much. I'll cut that on in a minute. Next, we'll do the October beans. The October beans are the exact opposite. I do want that lovely bean soup in there. And what we call October beans are also known as, let's see if I remember all the names right now. Cranberry beans. Something Taylor Horticulture beans. Hoss sells them under Supremo beans. Yeah. There's probably other names that have left me. But the way I like to cook these, I've got some trimmings from when we made our bacon that I keep in my freezer. And I'm going to throw a piece of that in there. And these right here are just going to simmer, simmer, simmer till everything gets done. These October beans have a really creamy juice. It reminds me so much of leftover pintos, and I love, 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 love leftover pintos. Just throw those in there. Now, back to our potatoes. Put you a nice hunk of butter in there, about the size of your potatoes. Some dried herbs. And a good helping of salt. You know, potatoes is always better if they got a little salt on them. And black pepper. And I tell y'all, there it is. Just easy as that. So I'll cut the heat on these. I'll let them simmer some of that water out, but you don't have to do that. Like, that's not a must. You don't, pretty much, you just need to warm them up and season them. But I'll let them simmer and simmer some of that water out. And y'all, they're going to be ready to eat. Just like that. Ready to eat. And there won't be a stitch of a potato left in that pot right there. Give my beans a stir. Get them chunks of meat down in there. One thing about beans, you need to make sure you get plenty of salt in them. If your beans just don't taste quite right, or you feel like they're missing something, the something is normally salt. Beans seem to me like they drink the salt. Like you can salt some pintos real good in the morning when you put them in the crock pot, and by that evening it's like they need more, like you didn't even put that in there. So while I'm waiting on everything to get done here, I got some strawberries that I threw in the freezer actually yesterday to flash freeze that I forgot, and so I need to get those out, get them scraped off, and if I have time I'm going to cut up a few more berries to put in the freezer. Alright, so hopefully they ain't stuck too bad. I kind of scraped the ice on the side of the freezer. So what I'll do when I freeze them on a cookie sheet like this, I just kind of help them let loose. Maybe. This is the wonderful way of doing them this way, though. Y'all see this? Those strawberries are in there just freely. I can measure out what I need. Not having to fight with my vacuum sealer. I mean, I say fight with it. The vacuum sealer is not that bad, but get it out, get the bags out, and then just use it for a few minutes, and then put it away. And instead, I can just do this. They're not stuck on there too bad. And I didn't grease my pan or nothing. Kind of scared to do that. I've always loved strawberries. I can remember being a kid one time. We went on a field trip to a strawberry farm. And they let us do like the U-pick. You know, they let us go through there and pick the strawberries. They said we could eat as we went. I think they give us a little bucket or something to put some in, and we could fill up that bucket. I don't even remember how old I was. I had been like Maggie's age, maybe. Y'all, I remember eating them strawberries. I was plumb sick. I don't think I ate nothing the rest of the day. I mean, I still remember it. I feel like those were the sweetest strawberries I had ever eaten in my life. And I don't know. I always think about that when I think about strawberries. Is like, I mean, I was sick that day. Like the rest of the day, I didn't eat nothing because I had eaten just so many of strawberries. All right, so I'm gonna fill my pan up again. I've got more strawberries in the refrigerator that I need to do something with. So on the pan they go. And that's all I do. I take them and I cut them whatever size I want to cut them. I guess I wouldn't have to cut them at all if I didn't want to. And put them on this cookie sheet. And the good thing about this is a quick and efficient way to preserve the strawberries if I don't have time to make jam or anything else I might want to make. I can freeze them as a way that I can come back to them later. Alright, there's me another tray of berries headed to the freezer. So see how creamy those October beans get? Man alive. They are good. And here is those simple, delicious canned potatoes. You can see the butter there, the herbs, and they're perfect just like that. And then those delicious sweet rolls. Fabulous. Supper is served. I made you a big pan of turnip greens.
That's exactly what I've been looking for. So I hooked up my disc mower a while ago. I guess I'm going to try to start mowing some hay here very soon.
All right.
Since, I mean, we got a nice dry stretch ahead of us.
You want it to rain. There you go.
Yeah, so I'm hoping. I'm hoping
this is the final straw of the rain dance.
Yep. I'm hoping that maybe I can kick up a shower, an evening thunderstorm, by mowing hay. But you know, over there where Daddy works, they got, I don't know how much rain they got, but it was enough that made it muddy.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, and here we are less than just a few miles away, and it's still a dust bowl.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got canned potatoes.
We just slicing this.
Yeah. October beans and the sweet roll. I already got the knife there.
I gotta have a fork.
Oh.
What'd you put on this? Anything?
My regular old seasoning that I like so good. How's it look?
That's good.
I don't know which one's uneven. I don't know if it's the cutting board or the counter.
Probably the cutting board. I hope the counters ain't that uneven.
You're going to have to give me more than that.
I'm going to. Calm yourself. This needs some type of little fancy sauce to pour over it.
I got some right there.
The grease?
Makes good sauce. Notice I cooked 2 this time.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I guess
For now?
that'll be for now. Let me show my plate. That right there ain't no bad looking plate, is it?
Looks good.
Besides the turnip greens.
Besides the rabbit food laying there.
And somebody may be wondering, they said, Megan, you got all that spinach out there. Why are you eating turnip greens?
Because she loves turnip greens.
Well, that is the case. But also, I have eaten spinach every day for like the last 2 weeks.
Oh, it's been longer than that. I feel like you've been eating spinach for a month.
I ought to look like Popeye by now. But
Are you? Put them
Yeah.
up there. Look, you got it. I believe you can whoop me.
so anyways, I thought I'd take a break from the spinach and have me some turnip greens tonight.
There you go.
But y'all, I guess that's gonna about wrap up today's video. We're gonna sit down and eat us a bite, holler for these youngins, and hope you enjoyed the video today. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I'm glad that Mr. Lawson did decide to make an appearance in this video.
I'm glad I got home in time too.
I know. You surprised me.
Surprised myself. First time I've mowed those by myself, this year. So, made pretty good
You
time.
done good. But anyways, guys, till we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.